Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Right to the air is Carr. That's caught by Hollister. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a play fake. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover, a sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
DJ Jones.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Carr. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a 1st-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Denver's offense now set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 44. Now a man who began with the Raiders, it's Latavius Murray. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a second down run for Murray. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now Wilson on first down. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Carr to throw again. It's caught here by Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
This is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 26. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Here's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on second and 4. Wilson will throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Gordon on first down. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the delay, this is Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Latavius Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun now for Carr. A dump off here to Bolden.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. From the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. He had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.